Hello everybody, we've just finished moving in, so this setup's pretty new. Spoiler-free review of Logan. There'll be a second part on the channel, which is a spoiler-full review, hopefully. So let's just jump right into it. At the offset, I want to explain what I knew about the film before going into it. Pretty much nothing. I saw the poster with the three Wolverine claws, or something like that. Like, I don't even remember what the poster was. And I saw a Facebook teaser when it came out. Like, I was scrolling through my feed and it was a 15-second teaser, and I saw like a shot of, I'm sure you've all seen it, the shot of X-23, I assume she's called, jumping with claws. And that's pretty much the only spoiler that I knew. So, I mean, it's not even a spoiler, you know, it was in every trailer, right? It's the whole basis of the film. I'm pretty sure she's even on all the posters. And she's introduced as the, like, 7th character in the entire film. So, you know, like, 10 minutes in you already know who it is. So let's just jump through different things. The pacing, so good. There was a point halfway through the film, maybe, where I started to think, oh, this is going to an emotional level. It's starting to slow down on the action. But, no. Can't say too much on that. But no, the whole film is paced really well. When it gets emotional, it gets emotional. When it's action-packed, it's action-packed. They use that R rating very well. There's, it's not excessive. It's not like a Saw film with excessive amounts of gore, but the gore that they do is done well, and it's well executed, basically. God, there's so much about the film. Another thing that I should say, obviously I'm just rambling, mostly, but I'm trying to structure this. Another thing that I should say is that despite being an action-packed superhero film, this was emotional. Like, if I just quickly run through all the superhero films that I can think of, Deadpool was funny. I can't think of a superhero film that was emotional. Let me know if you can think of one. None of the X-Men films were, none of the Spider-Man films were, none of the Marvel films have been. I mean, if in the new Avengers one of the characters dies, obviously that will be emotional. But Logan might be the first really emotional human superhero film. In saying that, you know, I teared up at maybe 2, maybe 3 points in the film. Unexpectedly. Like, it's not the kind of thing like a Pixar film where you go into it and you're like, this is gonna have an emotional connection to me. It was this action-packed, gritty, human story about mutants. It's an X-Men film, obviously, you know that. But it got surprisingly deep. I think a lot of it is because you know Logan, and you know the characters in this, and this is the last story. See, I'm not going to say one of the characters, just in case it's a spoiler. You know that this is the last story. Like, if you know nothing about this film, no spoilers whatsoever, even the beginning of it to the end of it, this is the last ride. Like, you can feel it. It's like, it's different to X-Men 3, which was the end of a trilogy. This is the end. I mean, not even a spoiler at all, as we all knew this was based on, like, so this is based on the comic that was called Old Man Logan, I think. The basic premise of it is the end. And if you haven't heard anything, I mean, Hugh Jackman's been saying it, all of the actors in the film have been saying it. This is their last film. All of the trailers lead you towards it, all of the posters lead you towards it. The entire thing for the film is this is the end of, not X-Men, but this is the end of this story. Wolverine has been in all of these X-Men films, and like Professor X has been in all these X-Men films, and there's these characters that have carried through all of these films, from spin-offs to everything. I think he wasn't in Deadpool, but that would be the only X-Men film that he wasn't in, right? And I mean, when they were talking about getting the hard R rating, they were saying this will be the end. And it was a very fitting end. I mean, I gotta say, it has a Metacritic score lower than Days of Future Past, I think, and that is trash. That is absolute trash. Like, this is so many steps above Days of Future Past that it's not even funny. Like, it's ridiculously better. There's even some nice little Easter eggs in there, like they have an actual X-Men comic in the movie. Like, there's the X-Men comics that personally I didn't collect, but I know what they look like. You know, they're classic. You know, the Wolverine with the blue spikes. Hopefully I'll put him up here. The yellow leotard outfit thing, you know. They had that Wolverine on like a comic book cover. It was a good... There were so many great things about the film, from little Easter eggs to the action, to the pacing, to the emotions, to the twists and surprises, and the story, and the characters, and the acting. Obviously, I didn't like... the music didn't stand out to me, particularly. The cinematography didn't stand out to me, particularly. Whatever, didn't stand out to me. It wasn't like Doctor Strange, where I was like, wow, this is exceptional. It was just, you know, it was good. And, God, what else to say? I think the middle, you know how films have that classic story of like prologue and then hitting a problem and then coming back from that and then a final solution sort of thing? You know, like they have a problem in the middle, like a character dies, or a bad guy steals something, or, you know, in the middle something bad happens. I think that was the best part of the film. That is my only criticism for Logan, is that I think that the ending arc of Logan was not better than the middle arc. The beginning arc was weird and slow. Middle arc was so good. And then the end arc was really good, but I don't think it lived up to the middle arc. And that's such a stupid criticism, you know, but that's the only criticism that I have for it. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe below. Ding that bell notification, and see you in the next video. Oh, make sure to like it if you want it. And then after you've seen the film, come back and watch the spoiler-filled review. Thank you guys for watching. Logan.